Hello. Yeah, this video is about a subject that a lot of women my age, which is above 45 but below 50, that have kids probably face. And on my hour-and-a-half commute ride home, which I have morning and afternoon because I work in the city and I live in the suburbs. And by the way, this is normal for a lot of people. So yes, I drive 3 hours a day to my corporate job. And with traffic, it can be up to 2 hours each way. And if there's no traffic, it could be like 50 minutes each way. So my average commute time is an hour-and-a-half morning and an hour-and-a-half in the afternoon. And so I have a lot of time to think, and this is something I was recently thinking about. So I am an overweight mother, an overweight woman, an overweight person, and I've been overweight pretty much my entire life. I would say from like 12 on. And of course, when I was 12, I wasn't like, super overweight. I was what they used to call chubby. And back then, chubby was fat. You know what I mean? Now, people say, oh, people are thick, or they're full-figured, or they have, hips and butt, and, But back then, you were just fat. It was, in the 80s growing up, everyone was skinny. The models of the time were Cindy Crawford and Naomi Campbell and Claudia Schiffer, and then Kate Moss came later, which was totally like skeleton-like. So at least girls now that are chubby or a size 12 to 16 are considered more normal. Back when I was growing up, that was fat. So now I wear a 22 to 24, and I'm plus sized, and I have accepted myself being plus sized. So it doesn't weigh on my self-conscious of I'm not a good person, or I don't deserve love, or I hate myself, or I hate my body. I think after you have kids, life is less about you and what you think and what you look like in general. Like you see the mom, I have a bun in my hair, right? Like we just throw our shit up, get out in the morning. Like there are moms that are like totally put together, and God bless those women. Like they have coordinating outfits, they have makeup on, they have and they have great figures, like on top of that. So, I mean, kudos to them. Like that is a level up in my opinion. So, but for a lot of women, I feel like they run into the category of overweight moms, and you get into a slump where you're just on autopilot, like 23 hours a day. You're on autopilot, especially if you're a working mom. It's get up, get the kids ready for school, grab a bar, get in the car, eat your bar on the way to work, get to work, get something in a cafeteria, or like maybe you go out for lunch, and then you get home and you make dinner, but you're eating late because some nights are sports and you have homework with the kids, and then you're putting in stuff that's like microwavable or the air fryer, and some nights you get to cook, or you cook on the weekends and you have leftovers, but you do a really good job with a ton of shit that you have to handle during the day. But you don't put yourself first. You put yourself way last. Like, I love myself, and if someone called me fat, I would be like, and yeah, I'm fat. Like, what are you, a fucking scientist? Like, you're a brilliant brain surgeon, you just figured that out, that I'm fat? Like, bitch, I've been fat for a long time. So I could give a fuck what people say about me. I'm in a stage in my life where I love myself, right? But I'd love to be a little more active. I'd love to have time to put into myself. And it's partially an excuse. Like, I know there are people that are like, you just make time, you just make it, you just get up at 4 a.m. and you go to the gym or you walk around the block, like you just fucking do it. And that's awesome. Like, and maybe one day I'll get there. But right now I am making everything happen, and I am last on the list in terms of my body. Like, my mind is great. Like I said, I'm fucking mentally locked in, emotionally locked in. I have a family that loves me. I love them. I have a great career. Like, I'm rocking and rolling. So my self-worth and, what I think about myself is 100. So that's good. But, like, you do get judged being a fat person, regardless. Like, there are people that give you the look. There's the sense of someone's looking at me and you can just feel it. I can't tell you how many times, that I've been judged because of my weight. And I know that's in my control. I understand that's in my control. It's not easily in my control, but it is in my control. So I'm not like blaming anyone for my weight. It's my responsibility, my problem, my fault. I just feel like, you get judged and you have opinions, people's opinions of you, that you're lazy or you're dirty or you're ugly. And, I think the last 10 years, because we're in 2025, so I think the last 10 years, bigger women have made strides, like being healthy and being bigger. I mean, not being morbidly obese. I don't think that's healthy. But being like, a 12 to 16, and being healthy, still being able to like jog and run and, whatever your exercise of choices or whatever your extracurricular activities are, like, that's great, So I think we've made strides. I just think being a fat woman and a fat mom, is a part of my life. And I think a lot of women struggle with it. So I'd love to hear from you guys about how you feel, or what your opinions are on it. So thanks for listening.